My enemies are many. My equals are none. In the shade of olive trees, they said Italy could never be conquered. In the land of pharaohs and kings, they said Egypt could never be humbled. In the realm of forest and snow, they said Russia could never be tamed. Now they say nothing. They fear me, like a force of nature, a dealer in thunder and death. I say, I am Napoleon. I am Emperor. Burn it!
Some men live and die in the shade of their olive trees. A lifetime of peace and simplicity. This book is the record of a man who wanted more. A man who wanted everything. His name was Napoleon Bonaparte. Soldier, general, emperor. Yet, all things have a beginning. There was a time when Napoleon was just a boy. A boy from Corsica. As the British warships fled the harbor, so did Napoleon's last doubts in his abilities. He had stepped from the shadows to take command and led his soldiers to victory. At 24, Napoleon was a brigadier general of artillery. Now, he wanted an army. The years of waiting were almost over. We cheered his name. We cheered for France, for victory, because we had lived. Now we trusted him. We were the little corporal's soldiers. The Austrians didn't cheer. They feared this rustic Corsican. Their pride was stung, beaten by an uncouth man. Pride didn't stop them making peace for a time. I saw what I might be, Napoleon said. I felt the earth flee before me, as if I was carried into the sky. Egypt, a victory here is to stand alongside Alexander, Caesar, to be almost a god. December 1804, I was Notre Dame. With pride, I watched Napoleon become the Emperor of France. I found the French crown in the gutter, he said, and I picked it up. Vive l'Empereur! Our enemies said we could not win. What difference, they asked, could one man make? Every difference, I replied, if that man is Napoleon. Napoleon watched their cities fall. he expected victory, nothing less would do. Victory came because he willed it. Napoleon's will, Napoleon's ambition set a match to the kindling of the world. A Russian winter. Only a widow's heart is colder. Soldiers died in the saddle. Their horses died beneath them. The Grand Army died. The vultures gathered. Our enemies formed the Sixth Coalition, the Six, against Napoleon, against one man. We fought. It was not enough. In April 1814, Napoleon renounced the throne. Time seemed to stop. Tiny Elba was to be his island empire. He stayed 10 months. In spring 1815, Napoleon came home. He had no choice but to march on Paris. The worthless Bourbon king fled. Destiny awoke. Europe turned against us. Napoleon was an enemy and disturber of the tranquility of the world. War was forced on us. The Emperor made his plans. Go north, destroy the British and the Prussians separately before they could meet. It would work. It had to work. The British made their stands on the Brussels road, Waterloo. French cannons and bayonets would carry the day. Then it began to rain. Napoleon had wanted dry ground. He could not maneuver his artillery in the mud. On that June morning, Napoleon spoke to us. This day will decide the destiny of Europe. This day is everything. If we lose, we have nothing. Once again, the cannons would speak. Waterloo. By nightfall, even the old guard was running. Dear God, that such a thing could happen. Surrender was bitter. Exiled to St. Helena, a speck of rock. I do not like to think of it. Remembered glories are sour by their very nature. Some men live and die in the shade of their olive trees. Some change the world, even in defeat.
La mort n'est rien, mais vivre vaincu et sans gloire, c'est mourir tous les jours.
Waterloo. By nightfall, the only English men on the field were dead, dying, or captive. France was safe. The Emperor was triumphant. This was his greatest victory. I do not think France will see his like again. I pray that it is never necessary. Glory like that can only be survived once. Some men live and die in the shade of their olive trees. Some men change the world.
C'est là mon vrai titre de gloire. Celui qui vivra éternellement. La mort n'est rien, mais vivre vaincu et sans gloire, c'est mourir tous les jours. C'est là mon vrai titre de gloire. Celui qui vivra éternellement.